Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. And I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And in today's video, I wanted to break down how much I spent in an entire month as a small business owner. So I decided to look back at the month of September, go through all of my expenses, see what I actually spent money on, and really kind of audit myself and then be able to let you all know what I spent. I think that this would be really interesting, kind of coming from your perspective of seeing a little bit into my spending in a month. Now, of course, every month is going to be different. This does not mean that I spend all of this every single month. Every month is going to vary based on what's going on, obviously what supplies we need and all that kind of stuff. So this is just for the month of September. And then I also at the end want to go over my income for the month of September. So just kind of to see what I spent versus what I earned or what I made in the month of September, and then just kind of see the difference there. And hopefully you really enjoy today's video and I can make this more of a more common kind of video on my channel. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting off with the expenses for the month of September on what I spent. So I spent $529.24 at Candle Science. So Candle Science is where I get all of my fragrance oils, and because we have fall and winter coming up, I just went through and I stocked up on a bunch of our scents that we are needing for this holiday season. So I typically will be ordering from Candle Science quite frequently. And this was multiple different purchases. I didn't purchase that all in one, which I probably should have because you can save money on shipping. So if you can purchase everything all at once, definitely do so. But I think that was 2 different orders, maybe 3, but I think it was 2 different orders. The next thing I spent money on was $113.64 in payroll taxes. Now, I didn't include my actual payroll as an expense in this category because it was money going to me, so it wasn't money that I was spending, on supplies or anything like that. But I did have to pay payroll taxes. So Memory Box Candle Co. was incorporated back in 2021. I incorporated it. So because of that, I'm actually an employee of my own company. So I have to run payroll on myself every single month. So that's where that comes in. The next expense is pirate ship. So this is shipping labels. So anytime we have to ship out anything, we do have to spend money on the shipping label. And that was $293.68. The next category is Amazon, and I was actually very surprised that Amazon wasn't more because it really just depends. Sometimes I spend hundreds of dollars a month on Amazon, and sometimes it's not as much. So in September, it was $62.38. The next thing I spent money on was Klaviyo. So that is my email marketing platform software that I use. I have it hooked up with Shopify. It's kind of an app that I use on there. And that's where I have all of my emails that go out to customers, automatic emails, promotional emails, everything like that. And it's depending on the size of your email list. So I pay $45 a month for that. And then I also spent $83.73 at Vistaprint.com. I had to get or reorder some candle care cards. So yes, I do have different candle care cards for our regular retail customers and for markets. And I actually decided to order just some very small basic candle care cards to include in wholesale orders. So these are for all the fair orders and retailers that we get, just including some candle care cards for them to hopefully pass out to their customers. But they're about the size of a business card. And I think I ordered 1,000 of them this time because we were going through them so quickly. The next category is online labels. So this is where we get all of our labels for our products. So, all the different sizes that we use. And I spent $60.68 last month in September on product labels that we need for the business. And then the next thing I spent money on was at Uline, and that was $391.45. Uline is so expensive with their shipping because they only have one option, and that's overnight 1-day shipping. So you're just paying for that. They have their system down. You apparently can't go to will call and pick up. I really wish you could, because there is a location about 45 minutes away from us. That would be so much better to be able to do that. But we need shipping supplies, we need boxes, we need packing peanuts, we need all that kind of stuff. So as of right now, that's where we get it. If you can suggest anywhere cheaper online or close to where I live in the Inland Empire, if you live around here and you get packing supplies, let me know in the comment section below, because that would be very helpful. And then the next category is Shopify payments. So these are paying for the subscription to Shopify apps and stuff like that. And this kind of opened my eyes, because I was looking at it and I'm like, why do I pay so much a month? It's $94.91. So I know that Shopify upped their monthly premium. So now it's $39 instead of $29. And I actually have 2 Shopify websites. I have my main website for Memory Box Candle Co. And then I have my wholesale website, which I'm really thinking about if I really want to keep that or not, or if I just want to go through Faire, because on Faire, I have realized that I'm able to invoice my wholesale and white label customers through Faire, even if they don't have an account on there. So I may actually end up doing that and switching over, so I don't have to pay monthly $40 for that website. I think that that may be the way to go. And then the rest of that was some apps. And I was even looking in and I'm like, okay, I can probably get rid of a couple of these apps. So that kind of opened my eyes to kind of audit myself and be like, do I really need to be spending this money on here? Also, if you see me looking over, I'm looking at the baby monitor, hoping that he stays asleep long enough for me to get through this video. The next category is Hive and Honey. So I purchase wicks through them. I think they're kind of like a smaller independent candle supplier, but I get my wicks from them, and I placed 2 separate orders for 2 different sized wicks, and it was a total of $165.31. And then the next category is vendor event fees. So this has been a total of $275 spent in September for October's events. So 2 events in October, one we already did, and the other one we have at the very end of the month. And then I also spent $37.67 on business checks. I write checks all the time, but to myself. I've only ever written checks to myself, which is kind of funny. Again, because I have to document everything, and if I am transferring money from my business account to Chris and I's personal joint account, I write a check to do that, so that everything is just kind of, you know, documented that way. So I had to order some more checks because I swear I go through them a lot. And then the next category is Kajabi. So Kajabi is a platform that I use for my digital courses. So I have my shipping course, and then I also have my candle business workbook, as well as my candle business planner. And these are all just digital products that I have on there. I'm also working on a candle business ebook, as well as a soy 10 candle making course that got put on pause because baby boy decided to show up early, and I'm trying to get myself to get back into that. But that's $199 a month to keep that up. And then QuickBooks is $81, and I use QuickBooks to keep track of all of my expenses, income, all that kind of stuff for tax purposes. The reason why it's so expensive is because, again, I have to run payroll on myself. So that was $81. And then I spent $856.92 at California Candle Supply, just re-upping mainly on our jars that we use from them. I think we also got some wick stickers as well, and a couple of pouring pitchers, because the ones that we had before were starting to break. So we need to get some new ones. So the total expenses for the month of September was $3,289.61. And I don't know if this sounds like a crazy amount to spend, but again, it's running a business. So that is the amount that I ended up spending. He's awake. Got to take a pause. Okay, I'm back to finish up this video. So I just had to feed him and then get him settled back down for another nap. It's been about an hour and a half, and we have a shirt change because Spit Up got on the other one. You know, just all normal things. But during this time, I actually realized that I completely forgot to include PayPal in these transactions. So I make payments and I also get income on PayPal. So I needed to go back and include that. So for the additional expenses for the month of September, there is my Adobe subscription that I paid for. So that's $9.99. And then I also paid on clearbags.com $27.45. And this is where I get those little cavity molds. It's 12 of them, and it's what we use for our wax melt samples. And we like to have an individual one of those little cavities for each of the scents that we have. So I needed to just go through and buy some more of those ones. And then there's also the Canva subscription. So I use the pro version of Canva, and that is $12.95 a month, as well as another program called Thematic. And this is where I get a lot of different music that I use for YouTube, Reels, TikTok, stuff like that. And that is $7.99. So the new total expenses for the entire month of September was $3,347.99. So now let's go over the income that I made in the month of September. So the first income I have down right here is from Shopify sales. So this is from memoryboxcandleco.com. All the sales from Shopify is $1,869.13. Then we have my Fair income. So the way that Fair works is you get paid out 30 days from the day that you ship the order. So this is the payouts of the month of September from pretty much the month of August. And this is a total amount of $2,247.68, which is really exciting to finally get that money in, because when you're waiting 30 days to get paid out, it feels like a long time. So now it's starting to basically be kind of a routine. Every single month I get payouts from Fair. And that also includes referrals too. So any of you that have signed up through my referral link, I really, really appreciate it, because anybody that signs up and completes, so I guess you have to finish up your shop and basically go live with your Fair shop. I get $50 for everybody that signs up. It's really, really cool. So thank you to everybody who signed up. So that is also a little bit of that money is included in that as well. The next income for the month of September is my Kajabi sales. So just like what I was mentioning before, Kajabi is what I use for my online digital products. It's ericamarieMorris.com. That's kind of just the hosting platform. And in the month of September, I made $556.48. And then I also have Etsy sales as well. Again, this is another digital platform that I use. So I have my digital download Etsy shop for candle business owners, candle labels, business cards, thank you cards, warning labels, all that kind of stuff. Anything that can be edited to your specific business. I made $119.81. And then I have my YouTube income that came in. So that is paid out monthly for YouTube. And that was $2,679.68. I also have my affiliate sales. So I believe for the month of September, the only two affiliate sales that I made was from Amazon affiliates, and then as well as Replica Surfaces. So the total amount for those two for all the affiliate sales was $535.53. So this was all of my September income, how it broke down. And the total amount that I earned was $7,961.58. And again, this is not how it is every single month. This is just what it looked like for the month of September. And I did get quite a bit of those Fair order payouts coming in. So again, that's not like a typical month. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It really just depends. But I really hope that you got kind of an interesting look into a month in my business kind of finances. And if you like this kind of video and you want to see more, maybe I can make this a monthly thing. If you'd like to see that, please let me know in the comment section below. But with that, I think I am going to end today's video right here. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo. And I will see you in my next video.